Our top story, Urjit Patel, a senior economist and former finance ministry consultant, will be one of the new governors of the Reserve Bank of India when Raghuram Rajan steps down shortly. Mr. Patel ran the Monetary Policy Department of the Reserve Bank from 2013 and headed a panel on flexible inflation targeting. He has a PhD in economics from YALE University and is a former advisor of the Boston Consulting Group. He'd also worked with the International Monetary Fund between 1990 and 1995. Well, joining us now for more on the selection of Urjit Patel as the new RBI governor, my colleague Rahul Srivastav. Good evening, Rahul. There were quite a few very high-profile names doing the rounds, and ultimately I believe it was for the Prime Minister to have decided on who he wanted in the RBI. Is that right?
Mr. Urjit Patel will be filling some very big shoes left by Mr. Raghuram Rajan. But one fact which perhaps tilted the scales in his favor was the fact that he's familiar with a minefield called Indian economy and he has a map for it. What we can say is that there is a specific committee for the financial sector appointments. It's a search panel headed by the cabinet secretary. It looked through a wide number of names. It met twice and then submitted a report. There were basically 5 people. What initially the buzz was and the speculation was that some big daddy of economics may be appointed as a successor to Mr. Raghuram Rajan, because somewhere there was an ego play happening between the government, the opposition, and perhaps the markets even who expected that Raghuram Rajan may be given a second term. But eventually what we can say is that between Mr. Subir Gokan, who is been with the Deputy Governor with the RBI, in fact, it is he who left the RBI in 2013 January when Mr. Urjit Patel took over as one of the Deputy Governors. Mr. Arvind Subramaniam, the Chief Economic Advisor, Mr. Shakti Kanta Das, the Economic Affairs Secretary. Such names were doing the rounds, even Arundhati Bhattacharya. But what was the roadmap for the government and the search panel? 3 basic criteria. One, somebody who knows the Indian economy very well. Second, somebody who has a worldview. And third, the biggest crisis being faced by the Indian economy, the banking sector, somebody who knows about it. Urjit Patel, it seems the government feels, fits the bill perfectly.
Rahul Srivastav, thanks very much for joining us. Urjit Patel will be the new RBI governor of India.